If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, why is it so important to know what to do in a close, and why does this matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Redondo Beach, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Today, I have a guest for you, Jason Evans. We're gonna get into this. Hey there, it's Scott, and I got a treat for you today. I got Jason Evans.
Hello.
And he's got a pretty cool close. I got to see him present here down at a J. Abraham event. So, Jason, what's this close that you use about asking a question at the end when dealing with people?
Well, so most people that come to the end of a sale, they don't actually know how to ask for the sale. They know they're supposed to, but they don't actually do a close. And we push salespeople to say, "What's your closing line? What's your closing line?" And they usually say, "Well, would you like to move forward?" And that's a yes or no question. You never ask that question. So what you do is you summarize all the hot buttons of why you should do it. We talked about this. The time is going to be perfect. Let's get you started. Fair enough? And those two magical words are the close. And then, of course, you know what to do, which is shut up after you ask for the sale.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, you had a second one that was pretty cool.
Okay. So when someone goes, "Well, hang on a second, if I was to do this, does it include this or that?" And that's a buying signal. Now you're tempted to do what you're supposed to do, which is to answer their questions, but you need to pull back like a slingshot or a bow and an arrow and get ready to attach a close to that. So you say, "Absolutely, there's no question it's going to do that. We're going to put this in, this is going to include that." So sounds like that's a yes I just heard. And you pause and shut up, and usually they'll go, "I guess it is." Wonderful, let's get you started, and you move to the next action step.
Cool. Jason, what do you think is one thing that stops people and prevents them from closing deals more than anything else?
It's really two things. One, not knowing how to ask for the sale, which we just covered. Here's the big one. The first thing I teach in the specific order is beliefs. Most salespeople, and unfortunately sales trainers promote this, they think that closing is something to someone, not for them. And that's a big problem, because if you think you're being manipulative and you don't want to sound like forgive the cliche, a used car salesperson, you're not going to do things like ask for the sale, even though the trainer is telling you even how to do it, if that's possible. So what you have to understand is that studies show they do not buy things, they're sold things. How many people say, "Stop talking, I'm in," and they're a lay down sale? Of course not. So if you really believe in what you have and it's going to put them in a better position, then you have to know that closing is not something doing to someone but for them. And once you really embody that belief system in your mind, that you know that you're helping them, you're truly helping them, when you've identified that the product's going to put them in a good position, and you know that letting them off the hook is a bad thing, it's going to ultimately hurt them, that's going to give you the right to move forward and then actually use the sales techniques.
Cool. Jason, where can people find you?
PowerSalesUniversity.com.
So you got one of two things to do from here. Just one of two. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update, or hit follow. We'll see you next time.